Good morning, everyone. This is Paula Mattisonsierra from Power Marketing SF with another episode of Your 10s at 10. This morning we had a last minute cancellation. School is about to start. We're getting the kids back out preparing, and it becomes a little bit of a challenge for the parents. So I figure I would be the 10 today. So sharing, I think my topic today, I hope it wasn't too irreverent for you guys, but you don't know about marketing. I wanted to share a case study, um, something that I encountered this week. And the thought line about marketing was almost it's like so negative, so aggressive. I'm seeing that there are folks who are not really progressing well with their marketing plans because of those beliefs about marketing and what it is and isn't exactly. So some of the disbeliefs that I've heard that I would just like to kind of kick it out there and say, no, if you keep these things in your head, you're not going to progress well with your marketing plan. So hopefully after I share these today, you can get a really fresh perspective of your marketing and how you should be approaching it. Number one is let's just make it pretty. We'll have the great business cards, we'll have the great website, everything will just be gorgeous. It will be super beautiful. Fantastic idea by itself, not a great idea by itself. The other one is let's just come up with great ideas. Let's just sit and brainstorm a bunch of great ideas. It's going to be fantastic. Let's look at what this person's doing, that person's doing, not really taking into account, by the way, whether or not it is great for your business or whether your target audience really wants this information and will it actually speak to them. The other one that I'm seeing a lot of is heavy on the analytics, almost leaving out the people portion of it. We've gone all of these earned media. On the earned media side, we've got all these folks who are following our website. We have all of these people who are following us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, list goes on and on and on. And they're so focused on that portion of it, but really not focused on the big and final question, which is, can we lead this to money? Is there revenue there in that engagement? How are they engaging with us? Exactly. And another one, which is really kind of an old school one that I'm hearing, it sounds from whenever I speak to folks about it, it sounds like something that's been drilled into them over a period of time. So it sounds very cultural and social, possibly, but marketing is about that used car salesman type of mentality where you're doing this heavy push, heavy sell to get your point across and to sell your product at all costs, whether the product is a lemon or not, let's just sell it. And that also is incorrect because if you have targeted the right clients, really taken time to get to know who your client base is exactly, it's not a hard sell because they'll get what you're selling to them. You will be speaking their language. They will get you very quickly. And if not, guess what? They're not your clients. So no need to do this heavy hammer sell to get them to do this. It's like, no, you must be my client. That doesn't work. This week, I saw an interaction between two folks where on one end, what I heard was, let's just push this really hard. And that's what the expectation is. And I don't agree with it because that's just not going to be great. But on the other side, what we should have been doing is let's take our time. Let's make sure that we have the right client base. Let's go through and research it, get the things that are important to them, model ourselves in the way that we're supposed to, and then present ourselves that way to them. Of course, by the way, this does not mean that you shouldn't do your usual sales process, which includes asking for the sale, following up after the sale, presenting and showcasing the services or product appropriately, and then making sure that once you've closed the sale, develop the relationship and make sure that you're following up to ensure that they're getting exactly what they want. Because the folks who I are so focused on, this is the used car salesman situation, usually do the following. Because they're so worried about making this heavy push on their sales, I noticed that they actually do not ask for the sales. And by the way, guys, this could be both service and product. You know, you do your presentation or your pitch, or maybe in your store, you're showing a product, or maybe you're at your food truck, but not asking for the sale, not following through after you've presented the product, saying, is this something that you'd be interested in today? Or can we close that today for you? Whatever feels comfortable for you, are you doing that? And sometimes I see that that's not happening because they have this, I don't want to be that pushy person that pushes so hard that, oh my God, they're not going to like me. They're not going to want to buy the product. I wouldn't want to be treated that way. So let's roll that all back. The pretty, you know, having your gorgeously presented brand, all the great ideas. Yes, we have to brainstorm and come up with action plans. Analytics, yes, analytics are important, especially now. Not that it wasn't before, but right now we have so much access at a very cost-effective level to find out who's going to our website, what are they seeing, are they excited by it, being able to interact with them and fix any possible issues that we might be having. And then, of course, getting your sales process right. All of those things are important, but let me throw some other items in before we get to all of that. The one thing I'd like you to walk away with about marketing is that marketing is about relationship building. And that's going to be relationship building over a long period, not a short period. Let's bang this out. Let's get the sale. Let's close it. And then your clients feel so uncomfortable by that, that we're not proceeding with other services or product offerings that you could sell them later, because you know, we've all been through that rough sale where someone just is so pushy. I mean, I had an experience a couple of years ago, and it was just something simple. I was buying some eye cream. Like, let me try it. I'm at that point right now. I need some eye cream. And it was the worst sales experience I ever experienced. The heavy push to add more things, almost making it uncomfortable for you to even leave the store to get out to, before you bought the product, and here's more and try this. And it was the worst sales experience ever. Sad to say, I love the product, but once the product was finished, I never went back, and I never wanted to give them my money again, because their sales process wasn't in line with who they were selling to. You're selling this high-end product. Folks coming in who are spending that money don't need to be bamboozled or pushed. We're going to buy the product. And if you don't buy it today because maybe you want to try it out or something, you're coming back. We're a sure thing. Yeah. And so understanding your sales process is going to be a big part of that. But again, the thing that I wanted to bring across is it's all about relationship building over a period of time. The example that I wanted to use with you guys today, something simple. A lot of folks are using it right now, whether it's a shout out on Wix, Constant Contact, MailChimp. There's a plethora of things out there to do your newsletters, send your newsletters out, and announce new products coming into your store, or a new service offering, or offering tips to existing clients, or potentially potential clients. Whatever you're going to be doing with that, announcing the opening of a new restaurant store, what have you. Or maybe, you just did something amazing and you wanted to share it with those people who are part of your networking structure, and maybe that might help them to refer well to others. Whatever that is, there is a process that you should be following, utilizing basic marketing strategies. Okay, we talked about this is about relationship building. Yes, I know with some products, you're going to get that big blast out. They're going to send it out to a million folks, hoping that someone latches onto it. But bear in mind that folks who have your name for a newsletter have either gotten it because you said, yes, I want to be on your newsletter, or related products or something like that. Somewhere along the line, you have said yes to this. So typically that's why you will be getting it. And if you don't want it, of course, there's usually an opt-out area on the bottom somewhere that legally they have to place in. But okay, so let's roll back a little bit. So you're going to use newsletters as part of your marketing plan. Newsletters should be about getting to those folks, especially when you're a small company, by the way. And of course, for me, I typically work with small to mid-sized companies. So it needs to be folks, again, who knows that the newsletter is coming. So if it's in your store, your restaurant, your office, your real estate office, your food truck, whatever, make it a part of your sales structure when you speak to your clients. And this is a great way for you to connect with them. Thank you for stopping by our food truck today. Thank you for stopping by our store. Thank you for stopping by and viewing this house today. Is it okay to put you on our newsletter list? We have a lot of listings coming up. It might be something that you're interested in, or for the restaurant, we have great specials, or whatever you want to share with them. Let them know, make it very apparent to them so that they're prepared for the item coming, so that when it gets to them, they're not completely surprised. And then, of course, after that, you can keep building the relationship over and over. But whoever is working for you, this should be part of the sales structure, your sales process, the things that you are saying to your customers. Even if there's a reception desk at the dental office, it should be part of the closing or opening as they're leaving. We have a newsletter. We offer tips on how to, fight cavity for your kids, for yourself. Is it okay to put you on that newsletter? Is that okay? Again, once they hear it, then they see it, and then we repeat, right? So that's just using a newsletter as a way of building relationships. So let's roll back now to my suggestion for you when looking at your marketing. So we've gone through some misconceptions, some standalone items that people think that they should be doing, and only that they should be doing for marketing. Again, remember those items, making your brand gorgeous, coming up with great ideas, using analytics only, and not having proper sales process. Those should be all part of the process. We talked about building relationship. Marketing is about long-term relationships. It's about, and a lot of folks who've been to and by the way, I have a webinar coming up. I'll let you guys know about that. My seminars that I teach, you'll always hear me say this when it comes to marketing. This is my marketing analogy that just works for me. It's, you guys ever have that friend who they only reach out to you when they want something from you? They want to either borrow money, they want a ride to the airport, but otherwise you never see them. There's no long-term building, right? But then there's that other friend, right? The friend who shows up, you're not feeling well. They show up, they bring over soup. They stop by for a beer, for what have you, and just sit and talk and hang out. They've been through some things with you, right? And so because of that, you've had this long-term relationship that you've built with them. When you run your business without thinking about your clients in that way, where it's a relationship that you want to build, you become that person, that guy or girl who only calls their friend when they need money or a ride to the airport. So welcome to that. So when revenues are going down, oh, we got to do more on marketing. Let's do this now. And then you're doing the blast of the email, you're doing the Facebook, you're doing some AdWords, you're finally updating the website, right? No, we want to make sure that we're doing this systematically on a day-to-day basis. So for my small guys who are out there, work it into your schedule. Lock in maybe 2 or 3 times for the week or one time for the week. Again, it's about consistency. So if you lock in, okay, Sunday mornings, I'm going to get up before the kids get up for breakfast and do 2, 3 hours on marketing. Let me make sure that my LinkedIn is up and rolling, Facebook is moving, let me make sure that I update the website, drop in a new photo or something, get my list together, make sure that I'm going to go out to meet my referral partners, whatever it is that you're going to put on your marketing plan. Make sure that you're doing that and lock in some time to get that done so that now you're doing it on a consistent basis. Your clients are seeing it all the time. And guess what? By the way, you know who likes that too? Google loves that. They're the biggest search engine out there right now. And they absolutely love to see activity. They love to see that you're doing things. They love to see new photos. They, love that you're using their children. You're using YouTube. You're using Google Plus. You're updating your website. So you're adding new content out there. Again, that consistency. Marketing is about building a relationship in a consistent manner. That's pretty much it. So let's roll down because we're going to roll into our time here. Create a plan of action. What is it that I'd like to do? Whether or not, again, if you've been running your business for a little bit, you see the things that are working and not working. The things that are not working, just why should you be doing them? It doesn't make any sense. Clean them out, right? You may have been in the industry enough to the point where you see things that have been working industry-wise for others. Okay, seems like the target audience likes that. But let me jump ahead of that because I jumped right into a plan. Number one absolute thing is to know your audience, please. Who are you trying to target to? Get to know them in a granular fashion. Get to know who it is who's going to be building your business, right? Then once you get to know them, it's going to be very easy to make a plan because you won't have to reinvent the wheel. You will know who these folks are, right? Then look at your budget. What is it that you can afford, by the way, to do on a consistent manner? So don't do something like, okay, well, I'm going to allocate $1,000 this month and I'm just going to splurge that. And then next month you're like, I don't know if I want to do 1,000. Maybe I'll do 200 this month. Make the budget something that makes sense for you. Okay. Make the budget something that makes sense for you. Again, know your clients, make a plan. What's the budget that makes sense for you? Don't play someone else's game. What makes sense for you? Yeah. And then number 4 is going to be working that plan, finding that day or 2 or 3, whatever you can work into your work week to make sure that you're hitting your marketing plan and activities and actually executing. So execution is going to be it. Okay, so let's roll it through. 1, get to know your customers. It's important. 2, what's your budget going to be? Oh, make your plan. What's your budget going to be like? So by the way, when you make your budget, you may have to weed some things out of the plan. What makes sense for you right now, right? And then number 4 is you're going to have to execute. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys today. And hopefully it gives you like a better idea of marketing. Marketing isn't scary, right? Marketing is, I know there's a lot of new products out there. There are a lot of new things. Really, at the end of the day, you don't have to come to a marketer like myself because there is that much out there. However, the expertise comes in where I know how to actually use the product to actually help you to move forward as opposed to you getting to know it. Of course, for my business, I always say I like to get business owners back to the business of running their businesses instead of them trying to get a mini degree in marketing. So again, there's a lot of things out there. Don't feel that you have to use everything. I always say if you have 2 or 3 things that you're doing in a consistent manner and doing it well and working it like a rock star, then that is going to be fantastic. Once you get a hold of that, add some more elements based on your budget and whatever it is that you can do. Yeah. And so hopefully that will be very helpful for you as you're rolling out your plans. Because remember, guys, fourth quarter is coming around. Yeah. You're wrapping up. We're rolling into the end of the year. I can't believe we're closer to the end of 2018 right now. And by the time you get closer to fourth quarter, it will be time for you to start really thinking about what you're going to be doing for 2019. Don't wait until Jan 1st to go, what changes do I want to make in my business and my marketing plan? Start thinking about it now. Look at the things that you failed at, because the failure is actually great too, by the way. It's great learning. And look at the things I did well and merge that learning together and figure out where do you want to go next for 2019. So this, if you follow my suggestion, will be kind of like a test run. It will get you into the mode of what to do. And then by the time you get to 2019, your plan should be running pretty seamlessly. Okay. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, this is gonna be up live there, ready to go. And oh, hi, Joni. Hello back to you. I'm Joni Mitchell, one of my clients through the SBDC over at Alameda. Great to see you. Hopefully this will be a help to you. And, again, just a reminder, I do 10 at 10, my 10s at 10 a.m. every Thursday at 10 a.m. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm around so many great, fantastic professionals with great information. And I want my small business owners, and by the way, small almost takes away from who you guys are, because we know that you guys, especially the more seasoned guys in the role, have the capability of making so much, and by the way, are doing quite well. And I want to make sure that I offer this information to you so that you can keep moving your business forward. So again, Paula Mattisonsierra, Power Marketing SF, with another episode at 10 every Thursday. Hopefully you'll tune in again next Thursday. Next week, we're trying to get Jason Steinberg of Steinberg Imagery, who will be sharing with you how to use your phone effectively. Video content is the truth right now. And so, how to use that massive computer that we carry around every day. Most of us don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it either. So I'm super excited about the episode. See you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. And leave some comments below. Please like this. Give it a thumbs up. I'm just excited that you guys are sharing this. And I see that every week. And I just want to say thank you. Take care and have a great business day.